1-2-1-2, back at it again. It's your boy I Will 3 coming to you with the Slab Kings. Hey, you get a chance to subscribe and like the video, man, would be greatly appreciated. The numbers are steady rising daily, man, so thank everybody for supporting the content. And looking forward to bringing you new content coming soon. But today's video, we're going to be focusing on this long-ass submission I did for PSA. And my goodness, I think I submitted this maybe back in, oh my God, if not September, it could have been August, man. They take so long for you to be disappointed in how they be grading your stuff, man. But right now, they are the industry leaders. But they got competition on them, man. And when I just pointed out my last video, I went through SGC and really did some pretty good work, man. I had submitted some CJ Strauss that I had came across. And again, you know, most of his stuff is new. You know, how they released the product. So this was, Mosaic, the product that I had got graded. And right now it is for sale on my eBay store. Just type in Slab Kings and it should pop up. So with no further ado, let's get to it. Man, I had been waiting on this submission, and then they dropped the packages off with FedEx. So another thing they try to do, and it, for security reasons, you have to sign off on your package. So it took a couple of extra days for me able to get my packages because I wasn't at home when they came. So they got it all neatly bubble wrapped. Gonna take care of that right quick. So man, how's everybody's holiday season going? Man, I hope everything's going well. Just a little safety, man. You guys out there going to get gifts, please be aware of your surroundings, man. Unfortunately, man, we know we got some bad actors out here, man, who will try to play the part of the Grinch Stole Christmas, and they want to steal your damn Christmas. So please be on the lookout. Try not to be on your cell phone when you know, getting in and out of going to different shopping areas, and going to the mall and different stores. Please stay vigilant of your surroundings. Oh, I see right here. I hope this isn't don't damage my product, man. Stuff too precious right here. Let's see what we got. Okay. Again, coming straight from PSA. And this was an all Michael Jordan submission. We know Jordan's the GOAT. And pretty much, man, in the hobby, especially with basketball, him and Kobe, you know, if you're in it to kind of resell, they the top two dogs, man. Like, you know, as far as getting that product, getting some good product, and then having it slabbed up for resale. But yeah, man, I initially submitted this September the 18th. And they say they received it. I guess a grader received it September the 30th. So it almost took 2 weeks for it to really get into somebody's hand before we started the grading process. And on this submission, it ended up being, like, I think it was 31 cards. It was 26 different cards, and I had a couple of duplicates. So, yep. All right, well, here we go. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've already kind of seen the grades, but again, it's the first time me seeing the cards. So it's kind of impossible not to, you know, once they once they email you with the damn, that everything is done. So here we go. Now some of these, man, I will keep for my own personal collection, but most of these, man, are going straight to my eBay store. So the first one, this one I'm gonna show you, I thought this one was cool, man. This, of course, this is that Agent 23, a Jordan Upper Deck card. Ended up getting a 8.5, and it's the Phantomation. Thought it was a really clean card when I purchased it. I didn't see really much of anything that was wrong with it, but again, this is where the grader comes in. It may have been some slight scratches somewhere. I think my corners were pretty strong. And with this type of card, it's hard to really tell, whether or not the sides are even or not, But a strong 8.5. Now this one here, I knew just by submitting it, I knew this was gonna be nicked down because of the borders. It's off centered from left to right, and a little bit from top to bottom. But again, the love for Jordan's product, man, it just really getting a hold of it now at this point. Even through the junk wax era, it's not difficult, but I mean, as time goes by, it's getting a lot harder to come across raw product, and then, graded. So even at a 6, man, I may not be able to get top dollar for it, but someone will still purchase it and it still has value. So, and this may be a piece that, I could package up with something else, and this kind of may be the icing on the cake. But this 93 tops, and I'm getting a 6. Primarily for the center, and I also think kind of discolorization of the border. We got a solid 8, this 93 hoops. Again, Jordan, Dominique, Carmelone, 3 of the top scorers in the game during the mid-90s. Again, everything look, from the naked eye looks pretty good. But again, it got an 8. Now, this is a card I had before, but it was a higher grade. This is the 91 Upper Deck, and I ended up getting a 9 on it. And I thought it was pretty clean. I mean, it looked really good. But they ended up giving me a 9. Card number 44. But it'll definitely sell. That was the first Jordan card from Upper Deck. Now this one I was a little disappointed in because I actually ended up having 2 of these. I love this inaugural skybox design with the intricate colors on the cards, man. I think it was beautiful. Now I originally had one myself, as just collecting it for my personal collection, but once I started to kind of get into selling them, I sent it out to PSA, and the initial one I got, they gave it an 8 too. I'm like, damn, man, like, the centering was nice, strong corners. I could not tell why they wouldn't give it more than an 8. But again, this is an 8. The first one I had was an 8. Now, this is the 91 set, but this is the All-Star. I think I might keep this one for my personal collection because my regular collection, I did not ever run across his All-Star cards in the set. So, and I gave it a good grade. It was a grade of 9. So yeah, I might keep this for my personal. Again, we got another hoops. This one here is Jordan, Blaylock, and Stockton, and this is the steals list. So this is the 9 solid rating. Okay, more 1993 hoops. Really good shot. You know, a lot of times too, man. Even though it's a kind of a lower valued company, like a hoops. You know, hoops been around for a minute and they're kind of a mainstay, but sometimes, you know, the caption of the picture of the card really what makes it outstanding. And, you know, they caught Jordan in midair doing what he's doing defensively. You know, most of the time it's a aerial dunk shot or, you know, him doing something acrobatic on the offensive side. But this is a great shot of Jordan denying. I think there maybe Hersey Hawkins for the Sixers back in the day. So a solid 8. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. All right. Again, this is one I previously had before, and I had a 7. And I had just recently sold that one, but it was a little undervalued. But again, great shot, Michael versus Magic during the 91 finals. I mean, this was the year that Mike broke through and got his first championship with the Bulls. So, and it was the start of that first three-peat run. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm going to sell this one or keep this one. Looks pretty good. I don't know. I'll debate on that one. Again, another 91 Jordan. This is the All-Star checklist. As you can see, my man from Houston, Hakeem the Dream, in the shot, trying to deny, but Mike's already took flight, baby, and it's usually a wrap when that happens. This is 9. I got hold to 2 of these. Now, this first one was a 7, and I'm looking at it now, and I thought I did a pretty decent job of kind of getting some smudges and spots off. But as I kind of see the reflection out of the light, I can see a little bit that probably could have been cleaned a little bit better, and I probably would have got a higher grade. But this is, again, a 91. This is says award winner holograms. Now, I'm not one to do a lot of breaking out of the slab, because hell, this shit costs too much to be breaking out, but kind of knowing if I'm, you know, could possibly get a 9 or a 10 if it was been cleaned a little bit better. Yeah, something I may think about. Back to, this is 93 Tops. This is the All-Star, just the All-Star card, I think. And they gave it an 8. Solid grade. On this card, though, I do see a little bit of discolorization. Slightly off-centered on the back. Not about much, I think, kind of within the parameters, but solid 8. 50-point club. Again, through Tops. This was a 9. I thought it could be a 10. But now I'm looking at it a little harder. Maybe a little off-center. But, you know, they usually give you a 60-to-40 ratio to kind of play with as far as whether or not it's going to be a 9 or a 10. So it's something else they may have seen that didn't do it. Okay. Last but not least, now this is the other hologram. They gave it an 8. But really beautiful hologram, man. It's one, Jordan's running in the forefront. The other one, he's kind of turned around in the back. But this is MVP. So, all right, guys. So that's that first stack. I don't want these videos to be too long, man. I know we got ADD. A lot of us do. But now I'm opening up the second pack. And again, if you guys liking the content, please hit the subscribe and like button. And also hit the alerts. You know, that alert, the little bell will alert you to when I've uploaded new content. So you'll be one of the first ones to check it out. Alright. Another thing too, man, I want to just kind of give a disclaimer, man. I'm not one of these guys who, this is a hobby. I love the hobby. It's, pastime of mine. I like doing it, but I don't invest a whole bunch of money in trying to chase those big dollar cards. It's something that really the fan in me, to where if I purchase one of these retail or hobby boxes, man, if I'm blessed to catch an autograph or to catch a patch card or something like that, great. But if not, great too. I'm not going to be one of the ones to go out and really purchase that type of memorabilia, man, because it's expensive. Now, I may get it, and depending on whether or not I may keep it for a personal collection or flip it into some cash or something, but I'm not going to be like, I watch some of these other breakers, and I don't know, if they got sponsorship and this, that, and the third, but, buying these high dollar boxes of cards with $300, $400, $500, $600, and you only get 5 cards, but 2 of them may be autograph, and the other one's gonna be some kind of memorabilia. That's all great, but man, $500, man, I go pay my car note or something with that, or invest that another kind of way. But again, these guys have money, they have the following, they have the advertising, and it don't hurt them. So, much more than them. But to me, I'm kind of the common guy. You see a lot of the cards that I get come out of the packages. If I, see something I like on eBay or whatnot, or one of the auction sites, I'm real conservative with my spending. But what I try to do is get a card, find a card that may be worth a gem into, like this one here. This is gem in 10. And, I flip it on a high end, you'll see a nice return on your investment. So I've had this MVP card, and I had that at a 7. But now that it's at a 10, and, I think the value of it, I've seen, the last comp sales on this card was roughly like $81, $82. So, which is cool. So, but hoops, 91. And as you can see, most of the cards, like the only card, I have a very few cards that go past maybe 91, and that's been like the hoops, and the one little skybox, 1990. But usually anything before 90, the value really creeps up, because for the longest, in 1986, Fleer had been the most desirable rookie, and then now they allowed the Star brand rookie from '84. And now that's kind of considered, a rookie as well. But, anything like those 87 Fleers, 87, 88, I doubt that I would buy, that. It's something that I have to get lucky and pull out of a pack. So right here, this 91 hoops. I like this. I like that picture. It got a, near mint 8. This is an all-star card. So more than likely, probably gonna sell. Oh my God! Now this right here, this is one of those holy grail cards for me that I've wanted this card. I've chased this card for the longest, and I'm not disappointed that I got a 6, because I can tell about the centering. And the card is, this card is almost 30. It is 30 years old. So it had some slight yellowing. But when Mike took these pictures, when he was out there playing with the Sox and preseason, whatever, this was even before he had manifested himself actually, when he retired from basketball, to go play for the White Sox. I mean, he did that in 93, 94, when he became a part of the White Sox organization. He did this in 91. So when we saw it, it was like, oh man, that's cool. Mike, want to be a baseball player. And so I wanted this card, ever since I was 13, 14. But trying to track it, you had to pull it out of a pack or go to a comic book store and be able to find it. Now, we didn't really have the internet, wasn't popping back then. So it was very difficult to find this card. But when I was able to find this card, I paid $19 for this card. And I didn't mind paying for it, because this definitely going in my personal collection. It's this card and the Super Bowl card with Bowles in the black and white. He got the shoulder pads on the baseball. That's another card that I want to get in my collection and get graded. All right, back to it. This 92 Upper Deck. Nice one with Jordan and Scotty. 8.5. That's another thing. This is my first. I've submitted probably 4 submissions to PSA, and this is the first time I actually got an 8.5. So I don't know how they got that 0.5 submission. All right, this 91 Skybox, right? Again, Skybox was beautiful with their design. They come out with a little decent, better card stock. Again, I thought this could have been a 10, but hey, they gave it a 9. So we're going to roll with it. All right. Now, this is 92 Fleer. And I knew this was probably going to be the lowest one in the set because it visually, it has like some damage from maybe some water or some type of liquid that kind of erased the card. But the overall, look of the card is good except for that. But again, it's Jordan. Somebody will buy it. If not, I'll put it in my personal collection. Again, back-to-back was an MVP for 92. Back-to-back. So, again, this Upper Deck, 92. Gave it an 8. 93 Fleer, a 9. Another one of those, they gave this one a 9 for the back-to-back. And this again, too, I like these, the cartoon, the artwork. I love these, man. I don't care. Even going to baseball, when Don Russ did the Diamond Kings, when they kind of have those paints, portraits of the players, just being different from the routine picture. I love all that artwork. They gave this one an 8. Now this is probably the biggest hit out of the bat, and I had 2 of them. One came a 7, and the other one was a 10. And I think this probably, based on comps, will be the highest selling card that I have. And I think it's close to $200 at a Gem Mint 10. Then again, here we go with the second submission. This is not the 1990 again. Come back with the same 8. This was my 3rd submission of a Gem Mint 10 card. This is the All-Star, and I think I had another one of these, but it was 2 different variations of the 91 All-Star game. But this one here, Gem Mint 10. And last but not least, 93 Hoops. This come out of Mint 9. Again, like he's schooling Sean Elliott. And it looks like maybe Penny Hardaway in the background. And that would have been Penny's rookie year, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, man, so again, that's my Jordan submission through PSA. And man, again, I enjoyed going through this break with you. It took a minute, but we finally got it back. And check out my eBay store, man. If you If you're interested in buying any of the merchandise, again, just type, when you get on eBay, just type in Slab Kings, Slab Kings 23, I'm sorry. And my store will come up, and probably within the next 24 to 48 hours, all of this will pretty much be up for sale. Again, except for a couple pieces that I keep for myself. So again, man, thank you for your time, man. Thank you for watching the video. Again, please subscribe, hit the like button. More content coming soon, man. This is I Will 3, and I'm out.